Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Today, on the 20th of March, I think it's about few days left before we close the March month. Okay, I would like to announce and on how. Okay, let me just put it this way. I would like to announce that the copy trading on the FPS it's no more. So we're no longer gonna do the copy trading on the FPS for some reasons. We're no longer going to do that via that system. So either way, that copy trading will only be available um, on MQL5 and my FX book. You'll be informed about that. So I'm not sure yet when that will be available, but on my MQL5 as well as my FX book, that's where this will be available. You won't need to change your broker, you won't need to do anything. You will use your broker, you will just attach your account to your broker. You'll be able to see those trades on your MT4, and you can also adjust it based on your risk on your risk management. But all the trades that I will be taking, they will no longer be available on what we call uh, FPS link. So I'm no longer going to be using FPS link for such. Okay, right, guys. We've been so if you go to my Telegram, you find on the pin chart below this video. There's a link for my pinned chart. I mean pinned message. The details of Skrill and what you call and Netella, as well as details of my bank account. If you are South Africa, the service it's a service that is got. It will end on at the end of 21 December. That's where this service will end. So you won't need to pay uh, this service monthly. You'll be paying once off 1,500 rands. If you are in it remains 170. If you are out of South Africa, you can use Skrill and on Teller. What you are seeing, it's our Discord channel where we used to send our trades. So if you join our group and you find the sign like this on scheduled trades, you find a sign with the correct sign like this one over here. Therefore, it means that trade that we took was successful. And let's go further down. You'll see we've got different signs. Let's check more two signs. If you see a sign like, okay, let's allow this to go further down so that you can see more signs. Okay, if you see another sign, which is this one over here below that one with the sort of like no entry trade, what does it tells you? It tells you that that trade didn't trigger as we wanted. So you cannot count yourself into that trade. So it didn't trigger, or it didn't even happen as analyzed. So we cannot count that one as the lost trade or anyone. Okay, let's go to another one and see which another sign you can find in our group as well. Just a second while we go to that one. All right, guys, let's continue. I'm struggling to get those another signs. We've got another red sign here, which is a cross. It's a cross red sign. That cross, it's a cross red sign. That one tells you that that signal or that signal that was released, it was a loss. So if you get into our group, you'll find that signal. So you'll know exactly that this one was a loss. Apparently, the March month was a very much successful month. We managed to do a lot of massive trades successfully this month. We've got only a few trades which If I'm not mistaken, they don't even reach 5 trades, so a few trades. Unfortunately, I've got this slow network that prevents me to show you how we traded those trades. So example, I will show this one that I see here because I'm struggling to get to the bottom due to the slow network. You'll see that this one here was the pound US dollar that went up and it triggered our trade, and we went all the peep to the downside. It even went further. That was a successful trade that we took in our group. We had another trade, a small trade that we took in our group. That was a small trade, yeah, went up, and to trigger that trade, if I remember very well, I shared that trade that went upside with everyone in my Telegram and whatsoever. I shared it. Therefore, I didn't share this one that goes down. Therefore, we had this one that goes down. It even go further. We took about 500, more than 500 pips on this one. So we expected to buy this one here. We expected to buy, but it didn't even gave us a chance to be able to buy it. So it went downside. It changed the structure. Therefore, we fine. We didn't take it. We had this one, Australia, that triggered. Uh, I remember when the this corona issue was busy. We had this Australia triggered straight to our take profit on one day. This one, this was a massive pips also to the upside that we took in our group. Those are the trades that we took. We still have more trades, guys. I also wanted to show you the trades that never worked out as well, but unfortunately, okay. I want to jump to also to my what you call the my outlook. I want to jump to the outlook where I'll be looking at the euro US dollar. We have this one as a setup posted in our group already as a signal. We have this one, but let's look on how we can look at this one on the next coming weeks. And this one, if you follow the most of the um, videos in my group, you'll see that we were expecting that this gave us the 1, 2, 3 here, and the 4 and the 5, and we expected this to push to the upside, similar to what the silver was doing. Okay, we managed to get this trade pushing to the upside. So what happened? This pulled back, gave us this corrective structure. We thought it's gonna take one more up, like that. It didn't, so it's fine. No one more up, but we had a trade. I think it was sitting over here. That trade was a loss. It went to trigger a stop loss, but we fine with that one. We saw that the structure is no longer doing what we wanted it to do, but still the forecasting, the overall forecasting has not changed. So which is why we're having another signal for this one that is going to the upside. So how are we looking at this one? We're looking at this one still as a 5 wave ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3 over here, 4, 5. But we look at this one now, this up move and down move as an ABC, I mean AB based pattern structure. So that is why now we're having a signal that is still going to the upside. I think we're going to take about more. I don't know how many pips this one. If we are going to take running to this area, over 1,000 pips that we are going to run on this one here. Right, the signal is waiting. The signal is waiting. So it should it happen today that this pushes upside to trigger the signal, we believe that this is where we're gonna take us all upside. So if it goes trigger the signal, come back, trigger the stop loss is fine. We're still gonna look for an entry to the upside. But then we know exactly that we expect this to rally up to those levels up there. Okay, over 1,000 pips we expect to be taking on this one. So I want us to go back to our group where I will be looking at another signal that we forecasted since October 2019, which is last year. Some guys who were with us in our group, they know that signal of Usdjpy. So I will use that one as well as the outlook for this session or for this video as well. Okay, guys. Right. I know that some of the guys, they are struggling to to join the group of Signal while we're waiting for this to load. While they are struggling to join the group of Signal, so I decided also to branch the groups. We have a Telegram, we have a is to go to the upside to trigger the trade that will be coming down here. This is a massive pips to the downside, guys. Massive pips, not a chance play coming to the blue box. That was the trade that we looked at previously in our group. So right now, let's just look at this trade to the upside. We want now to get this trade to the upside. Let's see how we're going to get this trade to the upside. Okay, right. Okay, let's go to let's go to another one, guys. Let's go to another one and see what we having here. Okay. Let's go to another one, guys. Because what we're looking at here is the forecast that we had previously on our group. Therefore, we want to check how this has played out. We want to check how this has played out. Let's look at this one. The Usdjpy. I think the Usdjpy was also a one forecasting that we want this to go and trigger up there. Okay, we wanted this to go and trigger up there and push to the downside. If you look at it, it did exactly. So even though it started to work that move slowly before it pushes to the upside and come down, but it did exactly as we anticipated that it will go to the upside. What is this move that is going up? This move that is going up is nothing but 1, 2, 3 waves to the upside. We've got them a wave 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2, 3 up. Therefore, that apparently that move to the upside, once it is complete, we had this move coming down like that, and we have this massive move again to the upside. So nothing what you can or nothing more that we expect this to start correcting, giving us a correction. So you'll wait for a correction. You will wait for a correction here to build. Okay, once we have this correction in through wave to build, therefore we gonna have a move that is gonna push to the upside to complete this circle, to complete this analysis that we had on the USD/JPY. That's what I'm looking at. The euro, US dollar, and the USD/JPY is what I'm focusing. I would like also to share it with you. Right, if you want to join our group, guys, welcome. You can welcome to join the group. Okay, 2,500 rands. If you are locally in South Africa, then you've got 173 US dollar. If you are out of South Africa, especially if you are going to use Skrill, we're gonna be sending that in dollars. That is about 173 US dollars. You can use Skrill on a teller. If you want to use my bank account, below this video you'll find my group, Telegram group link. It will give you all the information, and next week I'll update you guys on the new groups that will be working as from April. So those groups are monthly, so monthly paid groups. So each and every month we're going to have a new group on Telegram. So it's going to cost small money. I think it's going to be not can't get even to 200 rands. So I think it's going to be 100 rands or 150 rands. That is going to be happening on that group, paid monthly. So you get that service, unlimited number of trades. We send the same trades that we send. We do that group for those guys who can't even afford to pay that 2.5 altogether. But I know if I release the information by next week, everyone will be ready for that group to join those signals. Okay, guys, lovely. and have a nice one. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and also hopefully you'll enjoy next week's trading. Cheers, guys. Bye.